Hello everyone, it's Kari, and today I have a really fun, different project to share with you today, bringing together a whole bunch of different products to create a mixed media card. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be using products, stamps, and this stencil from the Hedgehog Hollow March kit. This is the ruler stencil, and I have this Altenew embossing paste. It's a brand new jar filled completely full with this paste. So I thought I would love to use it for this particular stencil. I'm going to take it and put it on the left side of the card there, and then I'm going to peel that off and add some more of the lines in the right bottom corner with some more embossing paste here. And this is going to be the start of adding some dimension to our card. So I'm going to go ahead and set that aside to dry. I did make this card over the course of an entire day because each step had its drying time. So now I have some really fun products. This is the new Dina Wakley gloss spray, and I have the color Marine here. It needs to be shaken really well because you can see at the bottom is where all of that product kind of settles. I also have the Altenew ink spray in the Mountain Mist, and this is a metallic shimmer spray. So I thought this would be really pretty colors together, kind of staying with the same blue-green theme here. So I'm going to spray that on inside of a box. I did make the mistake trying out that gloss spray without using a box, and now I have a lot of cleaning to do in my craft room. So don't do that. Use a box when you're using these sprays. It is so much easier for cleanup. So there you go with the magic of editing. Now we have a completely dry piece, and look at those beautiful circles I got and all the different variety here. I have some brand new Stickles Gel in a multitude of colors. I was trying to decide which color, and eventually I settled on the Supernova. This is a very, very gold glittery gel, and it also has some specks of green glitter in it, which is perfect for this card, and also some gold stars. This is a really neat gel. It is very thin, so easy to spread over this gloss spray because now the surface is very sleek. So I just kind of kept working it until I got kind of what I was looking for here, which was just a little variety across the background. The gel in this Stickles Gel is clear, but the glitter that's inside and the little stars are what's going to show up in the end once this dries. And it goes on pretty smooth just by using that media spatula. Now I wanted to see a little more of that ruler showing through. It was kind of hidden beneath all that gloss spray, so I'm taking some regular sandpaper here. I'm just going to sand off some of that color so you can see the white beneath. And this gives it kind of a distressed look. It's really, really pretty and really fun for this card. And now I'm going to take some Delicata gold ink and stamp on some of those, one of those dotted stamps from the kit. And it's very hard to see in the video. You can see it in real life, but I'm going to also add some black right next to the ones I just stamped, and that's going to make it a little more visible. I've already stamped out some of these fun images from the March kit as well, and I have some Distress Embossing Glaze in Cracked Pistachio. I will take a Versa marker, which is a sticky ink inside this marker, so that I can add a little bit of this Distress Embossing Glaze here and there. This glaze is really interesting because it's transparent, so you can see through it. You can see the color, but you can still see what's underneath. So it adds an interesting element for this card, I think, because it's still shiny when you emboss it. However, it's kind of see-through, so it doesn't cover anything that I'm going to be. You can still read that paint underneath that sign there. So I'm going to add some Distress Embossing Glaze here and there, and I'll bring in some embossing powder in one of my favorite colors. This is the Ranger Liquid Platinum embossing powder, and I'll just add that on a few pieces here and there as well. One of the fun things about mixed media, I think, is you don't have to be perfect. Things can be a little bit off, a little bit wonky, which is what I have tried to do when adding this color, the embossing powder and the embossing glaze. It's not perfect. I wanted to keep this card kind of monochromatic, but decided to bring in another color that's a complement to these greens, blue greens. And the direct complement of a green is red, so a light green would be pink. So I'm going to take some Sponge Sugar Distress ink and just use a finger dauber here to add a little color here and there, and then I will add some more details using a colored pencil. That will add a little bit of darker shading to those images. So I've cut them out, just fussy cut them out, and I'm arranging them here. And I've also stamped some of those tall vertical sentiments from the kit. I've done glitter, craft, and create. And I'm going to put those along the right-hand side of the card, just trying to figure out placement here. And I've decided to just kind of put them there. And then I'll go ahead and glue everything down using my favorite liquid adhesive right now, which is the Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. I am gluing everything flat because there's a lot of texture to this card and interest. And then I'll add a little dimension using some Nuvo Jewel Drops. I'm going to place an acrylic block over the top so that can dry flat. And now I will go around each of those sentiments with a black Copic multi-liner. This is a thicker one. I think this is a 0.8, so that you get that black frame around each of the words. And now for some extra detail, I'll be adding some white gel pen, and I'm going to add this detail all over this card just to whiten up some of the whites and add some interest. And I'm wondering if you have ever tried mixed media before, if this is something that you like to do, if you've ever made a mixed media card. I know with everything going on right now in the world, it's kind of fun to try some new things while you're staying at home, if you get to stay at home or have to stay at home. A lot of people that I know are having to stay home now. Their work has mandated that they work from home or stay at home. I am branching out a little myself doing this card, something that I'm not used to doing if you've seen any of my other videos, but it's kind of fun for a little bit of a change. So leave me a comment below and let me know if you like the mixed media look or if you'd rather do something a little bit different. I'd love to hear what you're doing. You can see here the Nuvo Jewel Drops there that I added to the paint palette, and these are going to dry dimensional, so it just adds such a fun touch and also popped up. There's a closer look at our panel, and off screen I went ahead and added it to a top folding card base of 110 pound, which helped to flatten out the entire thing a little bit more. I hope you enjoyed this project today, that you had a good time. If you would, give me a thumbs up on this one, and if you liked it, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to see you again. I'll be back real soon with some more inspiration. Until then, happy crafting. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.